What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out the counters for the Galarian Weezing in Pokemon Go because we have a raid hour directly following Community Day, and it is going to be appearing in Tier 4 raids right afterwards. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, were you fortunate enough to snag a Galarian Weezing last night, or are you going to wait until after the Community Days? Because today we are going to break down the top counters for the Galarian Weezing in Pokemon Go to make sure that you know exactly how to set up for this raid boss. And I know the parties are probably going to be pretty prevalent coming straight out of Community Days, so I suggest that you at least get one of these guys, maybe two, because they're pretty cool and unique, and then we will go from there. So there is going to be a raid hour from 2 to 3 p.m. today, directly following your Community Days. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can, or Pokemon Go also said that the Galarian Weezing will occasionally spawn in raids as a Tier 4 raid boss following the event. So right now we are going to check out the top counters, the 100% IVs, and what the movesets and the weather conditions are of the Galarian Weezing. So let's check it out right now, starting off with the 100% IV. So the 100% IV under normal conditions are going to be 1310, and then boosted, since it is going to be a poison and a fairy type, it is going to be boosted in the cloudy weather, which makes it catchable at a level 25 at 1637, which, being fairy and poison combination, which is a really cool, unique combination, it is going to be weak to psychic, ground, and steel. So those are the weaknesses, and it has a decent amount of resistances as well. It's going to be double resistance to bug, dragon, and fighting, and single resistance to dark, fairy, and grass. And I just want to thank Pokemon Go Hub right now for all of the amazing information that they put out. They do a great job on these raid counters. So if you ever want to check out more of these informations, definitely check out PokemonGoHub.net. So now that we know the weaknesses, we're going to move into the top counters. I'm going to give you some of the top counters, and then we're going to go straight into the other counters as well. So number one, if you can guess it, you saw the three counters. What's the best of the three? Steel, ground, and psychic? It's going to be Mewtwo, with the quick moves of Confusion or Psycho Cut, and the charge moves of Psystrike or the Psychic. So all of these moves, if you guys checked out my best of the best Mewtwo video, are going to be really, really powerful, right? So the Confusion is going to deal a little bit more DPS and TDO overall, and the Psystrike will do that as well. But when we saw Kato's video that compared them battling side by side with Psystrike and Psychic, it proved and kind of showed that those moves are pretty comparable. So Psychic is also a really good move. It is going to be definitely the top counter for the Galarian Weezing. And coming in second, it has to be the Community Day move, which I say is one of the most powerful Pokemon that used to be until Psychic got boosted and Psystrike came out, which is going to be Metagross with the Bullet Punch and the Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash is an absolutely dominant moveset. It makes it 3 times better than its normal stats. So you absolutely must have Meteor Mash on your Metagross if you're going to use it for this counter. And then if we're going into great counters, we can use the Jirachi. First time that I've seen that, with Confusion and Doom Desire. Then we can use the Dialga with the Metal Claw and the Iron Head combination, and Dialga is an absolute beast. I personally have dragon moves on it because it gets the Dragon Breath. It's pretty good for charging moves in PvP, but if you want to use it for a raid counter, Dialga's going to shine pretty well right now. Definitely a little bit under the Metagross as far as DPS times TDO because of the Meteor Mash moveset, but is definitely a tanky option. Then we can use the Latios with the Zen Headbutt and the Psychic combination. Really like the Latios with the dragon moves through PvP, but it's viable here. And then we can use the Excadrill with the Metal Claw and the Drill Run combination because it actually hits 2 of the weaknesses of the ground and the steel, and it's going to get a stab bonus, same a type attack bonus, because it is also dual typing, both weak. Pretty unique. And then some of the good counters are going to be Celebi with Confusion Psychic. Then we can have the Latias with the Zen Headbutt and the Psychic as well. And then we can have Regigigas with Zen Headbutt and Giga Impact. And if you want some glassy counters, you can look at the Alakazam, the Espeon, or the Gallade. And then other options, and you may be wondering why ground hasn't been populating, because the ground DPS times TDO overall is not even close to some of these other categories like the Psychic. So in the other counters, if you don't have any of these, you can check out the Azelf, Gengar, Scizor, Groudon. You can definitely pause here to check out the movesets if you want to get more details on some of these. You can use the Garchomp, Rhyperior, and the Heatran. And its movesets are going to be a quick move of Tackle, and then it can get as charge moves Sludge, Hyper Beam, Play Rough, and Overheat. And Overheat is going to be the only one here that's going to deem some of these counters a little bit negligible, especially if it's going to be in the sunny weather, which it would get boosted to the Overheat because the steel is going to be weak to the fire, right? So that is definitely one combination you have to look out for. So if you really want to be the best overall, you're looking at the Mewtwo with either of these Psychic charge moves and either of these Psychic quick moves, because it's going to be dominant. It's going to not have any of those resistances. It's not going to have any of those weaknesses that something else would normally have. So how does the weather conditions affect when we are fighting against the Galarian Weezing? So in sunny weather, Groudon, Garchomp are going to get boosted because ground is going to get boosted. As far as the Pro Galarian, in the sunny weather, Overheat's going to get boosted, which is why I told you guys to watch out for the Overheat move in the sunny weather, because it's going to do a lot more damage to your steel type Pokemon. Although we're probably going to have big raid groups, so it's not going to matter for this one, but going into the future it may. Partly Cloudy is going to boost Tackle and the Hyper Beam of the Galarian Weezing, so that is definitely going to be something you're looking out for. And if you're using the Regigigas with the Giga Impact, which I'm not sure how many of us are going to be using it unless you really got a good one, but it's a little bit down on the counter list, the Giga Impact would get boosted as well. Cloudy weather is going to take the Weezing all the way to level 25, and it's also going to boost the Poison and the Fairy type moves. So Sludge and Play Rough are going to get boosted, so it's going to make the Weezing more powerful, and it's going to make two of its charge moves more powerful. And as far as the snowy weather, we're going to get a boost in the Steel type attackers, so this may be a time that even if it does have the Overheat, you choose to use Steel, even though it's probably going to get melted pretty easily. And then under windy conditions, this is an absolute must. You must be using a Psychic type Pokemon, preferably Mewtwo. If you don't already have one powered up, maybe you don't really need to power up any Pokemon for this guy, because it's a tier 4 raid boss officially out in Pokemon Go. It's exciting. I'm going to do a couple of them. We're going to see it at the end of my Infernape Shiny Chimchar Day vlog. So I just want to put this in here real quick. We're just going to check over the stats real quick. I know you guys probably have some assumption that Weezing is probably not the best Pokemon in the game. Surprise, surprise. But Poison Fairy combination, pretty cool. Definitely something that like really intrigues me. When these type combinations come up that are like really unique like this, I always get super intrigued and I'm like all about it, even if they're not the best Pokemon, just because they're so unique. So Poison Fairy combination with a max CP of 2293. Kind of low in there. Just wanted to point this out for you guys so that you do know. Has an attack of a 174, a defense of 197, and a stamina of 163, right? Which is a pretty cool. And then if we're going to go ahead and check out the different combinations to see what is going to be the best moveset for it and DPS and TDO, the Tackle and Play Rough combination is going to be a DPS at 1131, and then it's going to have a TDO of 422, so that's going to be the best combination for it. Tackle and Sludge combination 9.14, and then 341, and then Tackle Overheat 847, 316, like I said, is going to give the Steel types the most trouble. And then we have Tackle and Hyper Beam. Unfortunately, it's not going to get the Stab, same type attack bonus on the Tackle for the normal, because it's not a normal type Pokemon. It is going to be a Poison and a Fairy type Pokemon, as we just talked about, so it's not going to get the boost on the Tackle and the Hyper Beam combination, which is a pretty cool combination. So that's going to do it, guys. I just hope that you guys enjoyed this. I want to make sure that we are all inclusive, because I will not be making a best of the best with due diligence to the Weezing Galarian form, although it is very, very cool. It just doesn't deserve the best of the best, because it's just not the most powerful Pokemon. So I try to make those videos about relevant Pokemon that could have some effect on our gameplay. So I can't wait to get out there and do this with you guys. Let me know in the comments below if anything else comes up, and I'm gonna see you guys out there today. We're doing our vlogs today. We're gonna be getting the shiny Chimchars. We're gonna be working and showing you guys all about hatching the eggs on command, which I know a lot of you guys have questions. So if you want to know about that, definitely stay tuned in for the beginning of the vlog so we can help you guys understand what I mean by hatching eggs on command and how you're gonna hatch so many eggs so quickly. And I can't wait to do that with you guys too. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, and of course my Patreon members for taking their subscriptions to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on that next video. Peace. I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.